Look up at the sky on a warm afternoon. White shapes drift slowly above you, changing form every second. Some are thin and feather-like, stretched across the blue. Others rise like towering mountains of cotton, glowing in the sunlight. They seem soft, weightless, almost unreal. But inside those clouds are billions upon billions of tiny water droplets, sometimes even ice crystals, floating high above the earth. Clouds may look simple. In reality, they are the visible result of invisible physics happening all around us. Clouds begin with water and heat. Every day, the sun warms oceans, lakes, rivers, and moist soil. As water absorbs this heat, some of its molecules gain enough energy to escape into the air. They rise as water vapor, completely invisible to the human eye. This process is called evaporation. At the same time, plants release water vapor through transpiration, adding even more moisture into the atmosphere. Warm air is lighter than cold air, so it rises. As it rises, it carries water vapor upward into the sky. But the higher you go, the colder the air becomes. As warm, moist air climbs into cooler layers of the atmosphere, it begins to expand due to lower pressure. When air expands, it cools. And cooler air cannot hold as much water vapor as warm air. Eventually, the air cools to a temperature known as the dew point, the point at which water vapor begins to change back into liquid. This is where clouds are born. Water vapor does not simply turn into droplets on its own. It needs tiny particles to cling to. These microscopic particles, called condensation nuclei, can be dust, salt from ocean spray, smoke, or even pollution. Water vapor gathers around these particles and condenses into tiny droplets or, at very high altitudes, ice crystals. Each droplet is incredibly small, much smaller than a raindrop. A single cloud may contain millions of these tiny droplets suspended in the air. They are so light that rising air currents can keep them floating. When billions of these droplets cluster together, they scatter sunlight in all directions. This scattering is what makes clouds appear white. Different types of clouds form depending on how the air rises and how stable the atmosphere is. Sometimes air rises gently over a wide area. This can happen when warm air glides over cooler air, or when winds push air slowly upward along a weather front. In these cases, thin, layered clouds may form, spreading across the sky like a blanket. Other times, air rises rapidly. On hot days, the ground heats the air directly above it. Pockets of warm air rise quickly in columns called thermals. As they climb, condensation occurs, forming puffy clouds with flat bases and rounded tops. These are cumulus clouds. If the rising air is strong and unstable enough, the cloud can grow vertically into a massive tower reaching high into the atmosphere. These towering clouds are called cumulonimbus clouds. Inside them, powerful updrafts and downdrafts can produce heavy rain, lightning, hail, and even tornadoes. At very high altitudes, where temperatures are far below freezing, clouds may consist mainly of ice crystals. These thin, wispy clouds are known as cirrus clouds. They often signal changes in the weather system below. Clouds are not fixed objects. They are constantly forming and dissolving. Water droplets inside them collide, merge, evaporate, and reform. If droplets grow large enough through repeated collisions, gravity overcomes the upward air currents. They fall as precipitation, rain, snow, or hail. In this way, clouds are part of the greater water cycle, transporting moisture across continents and oceans. But clouds do more than bring rain. They play a vital role in regulating Earth's climate. During the day, clouds reflect some of the sun's energy back into space, cooling the planet. At night, they act like a blanket, trapping heat and preventing temperatures from dropping too quickly. The balance between these effects influences global weather patterns and climate systems. From space, clouds appear as swirling patterns that cover much of the planet at any given time. They shape hurricanes, define storm systems, and mark the boundaries between air masses. They are visible evidence of energy moving through the atmosphere, and yet at their core, clouds are simply the result of warm air rising and cooling. The next time you look up at the sky and watch a cloud drift by, remember what you are seeing. You are witnessing water that once rested in an ocean or flowed through a river. It rose invisibly into the air, cooled at high altitude, gathered around microscopic particles, and became visible as a floating structure of light and shadow. Clouds are not solid, they are not permanent. They are moments, temporary gatherings of water shaped by temperature, pressure, and wind. They are the sky's way of showing us that even invisible processes can become visible if conditions are just right.